So our next group is the group from Greece. Welcome. And can you make an introduction about yourself and your organization, please?
Hello, and thank you for having us here. We are the Greek team. Our organization is called Dream Team. And our group is parted from Alexandra, Sofia, Grigoris, Stratis, and me, Ambana.
Okay, thank you very much. So, what are your thoughts about democracy? I mean, we begin with our cliché question.
Well, actually, in Greece, even though eventually democracy started, it's not exactly practiced the best way it can. We saw it again the last time in 2015 at the referendum where the people's opinion was asked but never followed. So I would say that typically we have democracy, but basically it's not practiced as it should have been.
Okay, thank you very much. Now with the next question from the group of Liban.
Okay, so from what we've seen of your country from presentations and news, you as youth and as people entitled in a close age range, where do you see yourself standing from the decision with the EU? Do you prefer staying with them? Do you prefer leaving them? This is the first part of the question. The second part of the question, where do you see the future of your country going? Like, would you eventually achieve leaving if you wanted to leave, or you'd be stuck with the debts and the new rules the EU has been imposing on you?
I think that the debt problem will never be solved because it's a lot of money. But about the European Union question, I think that it's too late for going back. What has been done, it's done. I don't think it would be a good choice to leave now. I think it will be very, very bad because we're a small country, we depend on others, and being all alone, it would make us a target. I don't think it would be good.
Yes, but your preference as a youth, do you prefer what's happening now, or you'd prefer to find another alternative?
I don't think that I know some alternative that I think it suits us better. I think that for now European Union is the only way to have a decent life at least.
Okay, thank you very much. Now with the next question from our friend here.
Okay. To introduce my question, I will talk about the creation of the money in Lydia 2,500 years ago. And then in Greece, there is an interesting story, about the money, because you started with the ancient Greece with the silver, and then you switched it, melting it with copper. So that was a degradation of the money. So that it takes the same process, because you enter the euro with no enough resource to have a stable economy. What do you think about it?
What's the question?
What's the question? I didn't get also the question.
I will ask about the economy of Greece. What do you think about
The economy in Greece.
Yes? Have something special to say about?
Okay, every country of course has some problems, and the economical system is not the best in every country, but we have euro, so euro I think it's good, but we are trying our best to live in a better country and to have good salaries, of course. When you are going to start in a job, your salary is not going to be like the best, so a lot of people are not so much satisfied, but this is the reason why a lot of people have more than one job. For example, I know that if you are going to start being like in service, I mean a restaurant, you are going to earn like €3.5 per hour, and this is like nothing. I mean, if someone have not studied in a university or something, is not able to live like a normal life, like having a family or something. So in this case, they have to do another job.
Yeah.
And shall I add that €3 an hour is the good case?
Yes, it can be worse.
Plus, a major problem of Greece right now is the unemployment. This is ruining our economy. The unemployment, the percentage is extremely big for such a small country in such an economic position right now.
And would you prefer an own currency, or with the euro you are good?
If we return right now to our old currency, drachmi, we will obviously bankrupt, and
So
we
prefer
cannot
euro.
stand that. I mean,
Okay, thank you very much. Now with the next question from the Hungary group.
Hi, thank you for having us. Our question will be the first. We all know that you're the birthplace of democracy. My question is that has ever been another type of state, for example, a kingdom or anything else besides democracy in your country?
Yes, we had a king, King Othon, similar to Spain's regimen of today. A few years ago, it's not that long as you could think, but I won't say them because I might be completely wrong. And we had a dictatorship a couple of times, I think two, and that's in our near past. Do you remember the time? I mean, yes, I think it was in the 1967.
yeah, we had dictators.
Yeah, and it was very tough on Greece. But I think that as a birthplace of democracy, we are really devastated of the democracy we supposedly have already. So even the current situation is...
Thank you. We have another question, which is what was the effect of the recent bailout and the financial crisis in your country? You repeat it. Okay. You received like a financial package in 2015. What was the effect personally on you or your country? What do you think about it?
People were very devastated that we loaned money again, that we had someone else to own money. So they felt that this is a never-ending situation, that we are living in a loop, that like a nightmare. No one, I think, almost no one wasn't satisfied with that. We feel that we're not living in our country, that we're living in a country that is being ruled by others outside of the country, like trapped in a way, but not in the same time.
Well, plus, you know how it works. We get loans, we pay for, the needed of the country, and we pay the previous loans we already have. We take loans to pay the previous loans because, taxes and stuff are adding.
Okay, thank you. Now with the next question from the Albanian group. First of all, what do you think about the conflict between Greece and Turkey? I mean, do you hope that if we come in the future in an agreement, this will help Greece to economically to use the economical zone in the sea, or you think that the conflict will continue?
You really believe that we can have?
No, I'm asking about your. I'm not here about what I believe.
Yeah, sure, but I'm pretty sure that we'll never lead to an agreement with Turkey. They don't want to, at least how they act for now, and what we learn, and how we've been treated by them, and the European Union. Plus, anyway, so the thing is that I'm pretty sure that they don't want to solve it, peacefully. They just want what they want. They are not willing to offer our part to us. So even if we lead to an agreement, which I really hope personally, I'm not sure that it will be I'm definitely sure that it won't be in favor of us.
Okay, thank you. The next question is, since the question is coming from the Albanian group, before the 2008 crisis, Greece had a really strong position in international politics in the Balkans, but now they lost it. I mean, do you think in the near future or it will come back? I mean, you will be a protagonist in the region, or because now it's more like Albania and Serbia and even Turkey has a lot of influence in the region, and the influence from the Greek government is already, it doesn't count. So do you think Greece will be potentially in the future will have the importance that had before the 2008 crisis?
Yes, I will think that will happen, but step by step. So maybe not in the near future, maybe in 10, 15 years, I think Greece will be back strong in the game. And we have to see what the politics do and what they're gonna decide, and we are not sure. But I believe personally in 10, 15 years, Greece will be back in where he used to be.
Okay, now the last question from Francesco.
So my question is about European Union. What do you think about it, despite what happened? I mean, I think at the beginning in Greece, all the Greek people could not have a good opinion about European Union. So what do you think about European Union personally, and what do you think, even if in general, Greek people think about European Union? And last question is, what do you think about the possibility that North Macedonia join the European Union?
Controversial.
I can answer for the first part. I think personally, I love to be a member of the European Union because I see a lot of benefits. I can work wherever I want with just my ID and some papers. I don't need to make visas and stuff. I think Europe also give youngsters opportunity to learn new things with Erasmus, with internships, Erasmus, a lot of stuff. So I love that part of European Union, and I love to be a member of a state with a lot of countries in it. So that's my opinion.
I agree with Grigoris, and I think most of the Greek people, most of the Greek residents also, they want to stay in European Union. And I agree that we are going to have a lot of benefits, except from the currency, I mean euro. We are going to have also other advantages.
Well, to be honest, the European Union was and still is not very in favor of us and hasn't treated us really good. That's why when we had the referendum, we decided that we would like to take a step back. But since our opinion was not heard and our decision was not done, right now the European Union is something not like we want, but we need. And when you need something, it's way more difficult for you to face it. So about the first part of the European Union, yeah, I'm pretty sure that even if we like it or not, we definitely need it. So why does it matter? Our opinion is never heard.
And about the question for North Macedonia?
About North Macedonia is a very hard topic because there is a lot of propaganda around this. So we are not very certain about the information we get. I was satisfied that they got the name because, yes, I was, because I think that the people needed to identify with the culture, they needed to have an identity, and I think that it was good for them. Some people say that this is dangerous because they might have a war with us to gain more land and to be based on ancient history and say that in ancient history we were an entity and then we should be, but I don't know if that's true. Yes, I feel that it wasn't a good choice. If that's propaganda, I'm fine with the name.
Okay, thank you very much, and we wish you all the best.